Hi, welcome to Vegan Food Storage. We are going to talk today about how to dehydrate kidney beans. And I've already pressure cooked my kidney beans. We've had a conversation about that before. In my pressure cooker, which is a Nesco, you are basically going to soak your beans overnight. I do about a pound at a time. Soak your beans overnight, they'll double in size. Then what you're going to do is drain those beans, put them in your pressure cooker, cover it with water. You're not going to put like all the way to the top water, just cover the beans with water. In my Nesco pressure cooker, it's about 6 minutes. Your pressure cooker may be a little bit different. But you'll put it on in mine for 6 minutes, pressure cook the beans, and when you get done with the beans, mine just came out of the pressure cooker, they're going to be really just about the same size. You really just want them to be, tender, to the touch to squish through. So your pressure cooker, you meant to experiment a little bit. You don't want them like falling apart. You really just want them to be, tender, to be able to squish through. That's it. Because if you cook them any longer than that, what's going to happen is they're going to fall apart and you're going to get bean flakes. So if that's what you're going for, then that's great. But I made that mistake with pinto beans. I cooked them too long, and so what I end up with is basically pinto bean powder. That's not really what you're going for. So your handy dandy dehydrator, you're just going to literally drain the beans, rinse them off so you don't get that bean water in there, and then just spread them out on your dehydrator tray. And put them in your dehydrator. We've already done some. So what I like to do is I'll put my beans on to soak in the morning before I go to work. And then when I come home, which is like about 12 hours later, the beans will be done. I pressure cook them. They're done in like about 15-20 minutes. Then I put them in the dehydrator, dehydrate them overnight, so they're done in the morning. You don't have to soak your beans. The great thing about a pressure cooker is you do not have to soak your beans first. You'll just have to pressure cook them twice. You'll do it once and then at 6 minutes to kind of get them absorbed, the water absorbed, and then cook them another 6 minutes to get them actually cooked. You don't have to soak them overnight. I just do because it gives me a break in timing. So once you've dehydrated your beans for about 10 or 12 hours, they come out looking like this. Now the great thing about dehydrated kidney beans, or any kind of dehydrated bean, is that it's already been pre-cooked. So when you put it in with other things that have been dehydrated, again, we're talking food storage. So you have like freeze-dried or dehydrated potatoes or carrots or whatever. They're all going to rehydrate and cook at the same time. And so that's why it's nice to have dehydrated beans on hand, so that everything, again, we're back to something we talked about before, where you have dehydrated everything and everything cooks at the same time. Try some dehydrated beans and pressure cook some beans. If you don't have a dehydrator, try pressure cooking some beans. It'll really save you a lot of money, not so much time because you've got to cook them, but you know what's going into your beans. You get just the beans, or you could flavor them, I guess, with spices and things, as opposed to commercially canned products, and who knows what the heck's in those. So again, I'm just going to encourage you to start putting food by, and thanks for joining us.